everyone. Tony here from Somerset Casual, your leading patio furniture manufacturer. I wanted to do a video for you today on the burner assembly for our 48-inch and 52-inch round fire pit that we currently have. A lot of people have questions on the installation, and a lot of people have questions on the directions, so I'm going to create a video here, upload it so that everybody can watch the video to be able for easier assembly. Now, when you get the burner and you take it out of the box, this is what it's going to look like. It's going to have the burner itself, it'll have the control box, and then you'll have your regulator attached to it. Okay? What I want to do is go over the parts of the burner for you. The first part of the burner is here, the igniter. This is what sparks it and lights it. Inside the knob here, if you open that up so everybody knows, you'll have a AA battery. Okay? If you're not getting a click, click, click for the igniter, then go ahead and double check that you have a AA battery on, and then you take the knob and you screw that back on. Okay? And then again, double check it, click, 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 make sure everything works fine. Next, you have your control valve. Okay? This is the most important part. This is where everybody has a problem when it comes to lighting it and feels that sometimes it doesn't light. When the control valve is used, you got to push it in, turn it a quarter of a turn counterclockwise, allowing the fuel to run through the line to the burner, and then push your igniter to light the fire up. Okay? Once it's lit, you leave it lit for 10 seconds or so, warming up the thermocouple and the wires inside, the lines inside, and then slowly turn it another quarter of a turn and release the knob. At that point, you'll be at the low setting. You then can control your knob from low to high and back to low. When you want to turn it off, you have to push in the knob again and turn it all the way clockwise to the off position. That is the burner itself. Next, I want to talk about the regulator. So to connect the regulator to your propane tank, what you want to do is reach down, take your regulator with 3 fingers, slowly screw on the regulator, making sure the settings are set. Okay? Tighten it up with 3 fingers, nice and snug. Then, with your propane knob, turn that counterclockwise to the on position. Okay? Now, you want to make sure you have fuel running. If this isn't set right, the valve won't open up, releasing fuel. So in order to test that, we want to come back over here when we're fire testing, push in the knob, quarter of a turn, and make sure we're hearing fuel. Now, if you don't hear any fuel, go back to your regulator and reset it. In this case, I hear fuel, so I'll go ahead and light it now. So when lighting, don't stand over your flame, obviously. I know we all know that, but just in case, I'm covering it here. Okay? Go to your knob, again, like I said, push it in, quarter of a turn, okay? And then take your lighter and light it up. Now, holding it for 10 seconds, quarter of a turn again, release it, it'll be at the low position, and from that position, we can turn from low and turn it up to high, turn it back to low. And then when you're ready to turn it off, again, push the knob in, turn it all the way, and then release. That is how you properly fire test your burner before installing it into the table. Now, what I'd like to do now is we're going to go into the installation of the burner into the table and how to connect it once we have it into the table and test it. And we're going to install the ice that goes with the table, making sure we don't cover the burner area or the air intake that allows air to mix with the fuel.